Well, hello YouTube. It's been a while. Welcome back into Dory's home. Today's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, so I wanted to get a video out to you guys to wish you all a very happy day of giving thanks to Jesus, number one, our family, friends, co-workers, our animals, and each other. So I wish you all a very wonderful holiday season. You know, this is a beautiful time of year. Today I've decided to stay home. My knees are not doing very good. I've got a brace on my left knee right now. Many years ago, I raised my kids on a dairy farm, for all of you that know that, but when I was, in my 30s, living on a dairy farm, you know, my children were, 11, 12 years old, something like that, in middle school. And I was attacked by a bull when I was on the farm. And I tore ligaments in my left knee. And the orthopedic surgeon told me that it was going to take like 9 months to a year for my leg to heal, but he didn't do any surgery. So I've never had surgery. I've never had cortisone shots. I have just stayed active, you know. I rest. Yesterday I rested a lot. Today I rested some this morning. You know, and I have a brace. I have compression sleeves on today because I want to get, you know, this Christmas decorating. I'm hoping to get it done. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving Day. I stay home on Thanksgiving Day. My children are grown. They've got extended families, and my granddaughter's got extended families, and it's just, you know, my oldest one, and it's like, Thanksgiving isn't a day out of the year for me. It is a day to give thanks when I can get my family together under one roof. That is a day of giving thanks. So we can celebrate that anytime when I get my family together. That is really, really cool, and it is a miracle to me. So anyway, what I wanted to do was start decorating for Christmas. I decided to give my dog a bone. And when I'm standing on my feet, I'm her biggest toy. So she wants me to play. But I gave her a big beef bone, you know, today. She loves it. And she's been chewing on it for over an hour. But now she's got a ball. And I don't know what she's going to do with my Christmas tree. I got a feeling she's going to knock it down. I'm kind of nervous to put it up, but I'm going to put it up anyway because that's what I want. And if she knocks it down, well, then I'll have to take it down. Or anchor it better. But I'm going to anchor it with some wire. And so I still have all my fall stuff up in the house. But I will show you what I'm going to be doing. I moved her toys and her bed in front of the fireplace for now. And I'll tip this down so you can kind of see the craziness she does. So I found this little green ball for her. And it is a dog toy. And she's drinking water because she's kind of overexerting herself. But we just went out for a walk. And it is snowing today. Very windy, kind of cold. And we have our first snowfall. And it's going to be kind of snow showers a little bit. But there you go. Our first snow. So here she comes. But she has a beef bone. So that'll keep her a little bit occupied while I try to do some stuff. You know, I gave it to her a couple days ago, and I kept her in the kitchen, and, you know, she pretty much got all the meat off of it and everything, so she's just gnawing at it. And I watch her. But she's enjoying that. It's good for her teeth. Yeah. Keeps her stimulated, but yeah. If you look over there by her water bowl, you know, by my refrigerator, there's her little green ball. And she loves that thing. All right, so here we have fun, Pumpkin. I'm going to turn you to my window. So on this window, this is my big living room window. This is where my tree, I pray to the Lord Jesus that it stays standing all through the month of December with a puppy. But I put up some snowflake lights. These lights are LEDs. I've had them, oh man, I want to say 4 or 5 years, and they just keep working. So they're just little bitty tiny lights, and then they have snowflakes on them. I'll kind of bring you in a little closer. You can kind of see. So there you can kind of see what they look like. You know, they're just little snowflakes. They're little tiny lights. So I put those on my window because I love decorating for winter, you know, so they can stay up through January. So what I'm going to do first, before I put the tree up, what I like to do is I have these window clings, and I'm going to put these up, you know, on the window here and here. And this window is clean. So I've got like little snowmen. I'll just start putting these up and then kind of go from there. But they are kind of cute. I think I ordered these online a couple years ago. So there's like snowmen, and then there's little evergreen trees. I thought these would be kind of cute in the window this year. Change it up a little bit from last year. Okay. Put an evergreen tree there. Have like little bitty snowflakes. Well, that one I think I'm gonna put up here on the top. Even have like little baby snowmen. They'll stick right there. It's kind of cool. They're kind of looking, you know, going to hold hands there. I want to see if you can see that in the window. I'll move you in a little closer. There we go. So my goal is to try to get my family together on Sunday. So I'm going to cook a 23-pound turkey with all the trimmings. I mean, I'm not going to go overboard because once they go home, I mean, they can take leftovers home, but, you know, I don't want all this food left over. Okay, so we're going to put this guy, we're going to move this guy over just a little bit. So I got a couple more trees I want to put in here. I think I gotta turn him around. Or maybe we'll move him over some. Gotta turn him around. There we go. Can never tell with these vinyl window clings if they're gonna be, because you can see them on both sides, which is what I like about them. I can't sometimes I forget which side is the one that's going to stick to the window. Alright, so I have another tree here. I think I'm going to put this one up like this. This one down here. Snowflakes. We have a little red bird here. Put that bird up in the sky here. She's a gnawing away at her ball. Just hope she doesn't knock my camera stand down. Oh. She's been doing really good in doggy daycare. I do want to give a shout out to everybody that commented on my last video. I think the last video I did was when I finished decorating up my front porch. You know, once I get everything done, now there's going to be quite a bit of Christmas videos because, you know, as I age, I move a lot slower. And again, if you're new to my channel, I do not edit my videos. My videos are in real time. So, yeah, I have a lot of little snowflake decals. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do an awful lot of stuff today, but she's playing by my stand, so I'm going to be watching her. Camera's jiggling because the ball's over there. What are you doing, Pumpkin? Here. Let's move it that way. Yeah, we'll move the ball in the kitchen. She'll probably bring it back up here. Yep. She follows me around everywhere. Which is fun. But, you know, when I'm trying to do a video, it's hard. But I enjoy her company very much. And we get along really well. And she loves going to doggy daycare. She loves car rides now, and she just jumps in the back seat. Which is good. And let's see, I think this is 1 or 2. This is 2. Cool. Put another one there. And I think I'm going to save some of these for when I put up my uncle's train. There we go. I think I'll save these for the train, because I'll be putting my uncle's train up in my bay window in the kitchen. So there's that. I'm going to take you into my spare room and show you all my bins, what I'm working with here. And we'll go in here. Get ready. This is a Christmas overload. Okay. I'm going to take my phone out of my stand here. I'll show you around. All right. In this box is my Christmas tree. I've had this for quite a few years. It's a 7.5 foot tall slim design, and it is a pine. It's called the Northwoods Pine tree. So, from O Tannenbaum Imports. And I believe I bought this tree at Stein's a long time ago. That's my tree skirt. I did some rearranging in here off camera last week, I believe. I wanted more space in here. I mean, this room is small. So I moved my grandma's chair in the corner. I put my grandpa's painting and my grandma's crewel over here. I put my grandparents' curio cabinet in the center of the wall. You know, and then I put this is kind of like a mishmash of stuff. It's got envelopes and stamps and paper and cards and pens and pencils and all kinds of craft stuff, you know, but I put that there. So, and my kids' handprints from when they were in kindergarten. I love those things, you know, and that's them when they were real little on the farm. So then I moved the toy thing over here on the wall. So behind these bins, that's where my plants are going to go from the kitchen. They'll go up there because this gets lots of sun. But yeah, but here's like a big bin of lights. And this is all, that's the train in the top one. I've got all Christmas stuff here. You know, the one in the back. I'll have to go through that one day. This is cake decorating stuff. I have trophies and I have ribbons. Some right here. I'll show you this one trophy. This has got more knickknacks in it too. This is pretty heavy. I'll show you this. I don't know what's all in here. I have stuff inside of stuff. Yeah, let me turn this around. So this is a trophy. See that in there? Bakery hat. And then this is from 2002. The Valley Bakers Association Masters of Cake Decorating Award of Excellence. This is not a first place trophy. You know what? It might be. I think I got first place in an airbrushing competition way back then. 2002. 23 years ago. That's one of my trophies. But I'll have to show you some of that stuff. But, you know, once in a while I'll take my Dedham Days stuff out and then I'll put my cake decorating awards and everything in my small curio cabinet. I've done that before. It's kind of fun to see memories and, you know. But for now, I keep a lot of this inside this here bin. You know, in here. So put that back down in there. Wrap her up. Yeah. But I have my ribbons and, you know, stuff like that in there. I entered like cakes into the county fair quite a few years ago. Hi, puppy. What are you doing? All right. So, next thing I'm going to do, I don't even know where to start. I don't know if I should work in here or work out there. I actually think I will work out there. So let's pull this tree out first. So I'm just going to grab this handle. You coming with me? Huh? Are you going to come with me? You coming? She don't know what's going on. What's going on? What's this lady doing now? You coming? Come on. Camera's in my hand. I have to gotta move this over here by the television. Yeah, I'll go get my stand. What is no touch? No touch. That's not a toy. No touch. Okay. Let me go get my camera stand. So just taking that box out opened it up. Yeah, oh my. So yeah, so let's go back into the living room. So I think what I'm gonna do is put this tree up and I want to anchor it to the wall. So I'm going to put you back in the stand. Okay. Okay. Garbage trucks outside. Okay, puppy, we're gonna bring this box over here. Yep, let's move this over there. Alright, let's see. Take this masking tape off. You know, I saved my original box to, hey, no, not a toy. Why is everything to use something to play with, huh? No. That's not good. Over here. Okay. This is my stand. To get the screws in there. Check the angle of this. There's a bag in here. It has little screws. And a cap. I'll show you what I'm doing down here. Now, why won't this turn? I don't wanna, there we go. There it is. So this is what I'm working on. In this bag I've got a cap. Goes on the bottom of my stand. Or the top actually. A lot of people are doing collars now, but I still have a tree skirt, so I am not buying anything. And this cap I'm going to put on the bottom, like that, and then I'm going to line these up and put these screws in. There's one. Usually what I do is I use one of my grandparents' little tables, and I'll put this on the table. That way I can get that in there. There it goes. There's another one. One more. I think I'll fluff the bottom part. Okay. I want to show you something. What I do is I put the stand right down here, right on top of my grandma's table. It fits. So then I can fluff. But before I do that, my skirt goes around. I don't have to do that. My skirt goes around it, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to put the tree in first. So the bottom part goes in. see what this dog does with this tree. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't want to go in. I think that's bottom. Let me double check here. Might be doing this wrong. Yeah, I just might be doing that wrong. Let me see what else is in here. Yeah, that's bottom. It's gotta be the bottom. Yep, that's the bottom. Oh, wait. Comes in 3 sections. This is the bottom. There it goes. Just had these things screwed in too tight, I guess. Tight. All right. Now, before I start fluffing this, I want to make sure I'm going to anchor this thing down before I start fluffing it. So what I'm going to do here is I'll move you this way again. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Oh, and another thing that I do too, when I put my tree away every year, I buy those. I have these sachet bags. It's called Have a Holly Jolly Holiday. You know, they're like this. They're little bags. And I stick them inside the tree. And then I also have these. You know, these pine scented things. And I keep them inside my tree when I have it packaged. That way when I pull it out, it smells like pine. It's, oh, amazing scent. All right, so let's take this. Say, uh-oh. You know, I don't think she's gonna hurt this. You do have to tighten it. Keep it out pretty far so I can fluff it. And here comes the second part. Make sure that goes on pretty good. So good. All right. One more piece. Okay. And this part up. So get this in. I do have, I did post last year. My Christmas decorating videos are on my channel from last year. I just want to shove that down as far as I can go. I do have, let me get this box out of the way here. Now that I'm done with that. Put this back in the spare room. I'm right here. You still chewing on your bone? Are you still chewing on your bone, huh? Yeah, so, yeah, this is my tree. I have to fluff it. You know, I thought it was a lot bigger. I do have an angel that goes way up on the top. And it touches the ceiling. The one thing about my ceilings, you see how it's like tall in the center, and then as you go down, it gets lower. So I always had to pull my tree out just a little bit because I want the angel to be on my tree. So, but I've had this tree, 15, 16 years. And it is very full. Once I fill it, you know, take the branches and fluff it all out. You know, it fills it all up and you can't really see. Let's see if I can get you in here. Yeah, she's still gnawing at the bone. Yeah, but, you know, I don't know. Just move the branches, you know. And once I get them pulled out and stuff like that, And I'll keep, I thought about getting a small tree, putting my console table here this year because I have a puppy. But I think she's going to be okay. And I thought about taking some wire and wrapping it around this pole and then hooking it up to my window, just for more stability. So I might do that before I put the lights on. But I wanted to get this done today. And then I'll take down my fall decor and I will do another video of doing my fireplace, because that's always fun. But I do have some heavy duty wire that can wrap it around. But it fills in, once I get these branches moved. And I don't think I'll put everything out because she loves stuffies, and I have snowmen, I have a really big one that I bought last year, and it's like a stuffy. I mean, it's not stuffed, but it feels like one, and she'll gnaw at it. I just know it. I don't want that thing ruined. So, but I could finish this fluffing stuff off camera. But, just to fill it, it fills in. And then once I get the lights on and the beads, and I'm not putting tinsel on my tree this year because of a puppy, but I'll probably just put ornaments and lights. I don't know if I'm going to do the beads, but I think I might. But I don't want, I'll put the stuff that doesn't have sentimental meaning to me on the bottom, and then if they're shatterproof, they can go on the bottom. But I'll keep the family heirlooms and everything towards the top. So, so that's how it looks, once it starts to get fluffed, But I think that's kind of where I want it. I kind of want it in the center of the window, so I think I'm good right there. But, just have to fill, keep fluffing it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is end this video for here. There she is, playing with her ball. I'm going to end the video here, and I'll start another one, and we will take all this down and put up the Christmas stuff over here, okay? All right, everybody, enjoy your holiday, and I will see you soon. And I'm going to upload this right away, and I'll upload another one, too, after I get the fireplace done. Take care. We'll see you soon. This is part 1 of Christmas decorating. Okay, bye-bye.